Hello everybody and welcome back to Welcome and everybody hello. I'm Edinger, and last week I made a video about how do you recognize a tourist is from your country based on the Europe subreddit. And you guys had a lot to say about it. So without fail, the main thing you guys seem to really be surprised about is I've never heard of a bag of chips. Okay, expose me, I'm sorry. I think of chips as in, you know, French fries, big potato wedges, that type of chip. Okay, the British chip that I do say. I always consider they come in like a little cardboard-like boat when I get them from a shop, or even a cone when I'm in like most of Europe. Like every time I've ever gotten chips in Belgium or in the Netherlands, they give it to you in a cone, cover that stuff in mayonnaise, you're good to go. Supposedly, you get them in a bag. I've seen pictures now y'all have sent me. Okay, I maybe totally have had that before. Also, KFC, any of those, it makes sense. But when I'm hearing bag, I just thought of bag of chips, as in the American bag of chips. And that just has nothing like a bag of chips on the coastal cities. One of these days I'll visit the coast and I'll try a bag of chips, okay? I'm sorry. No, I'm actually not done yet. I feel like I have a chip on my shoulder about this. You're gonna get grease all over your hands if you use a little bag, okay? Wouldn't you much rather have some structure to your holder of chips? I would, personally. Anyway, let's jump in, I'm sorry. Australia is like if Britain had Texas. I've never heard that analogy before, but it's pretty much perfect. Australia is like the Texas of the UK. It's quite far away, just like Texas is quite far away from the rest of the US. It's in the middle, I don't know. I definitely rate that. We'll have to see what the Australians in the comments think. Maybe they'll be like, yeah? I can't even say yeah in an Australian accent. Yeah? Dingo stole my baby. All right. How to spot a French tourist. 1, they speak French to everyone and are genuinely surprised that no one can speak French. 2, they complain about how many French tourists there are in this area. So 1 is, oh, why does no one speak French? And they meet French people, they're like, oh, so many French people. I can't do any accent. That's this video. Yeah, from my experience on any travel trip with influencers, if there are French influencers, they almost refuse to talk to anyone else, and they're usually less social. That's just my experience. All I know in French is like, je m'appelle Evan, je de la Canada, j'aime les pommes frites avec fromage, but I don't pronounce it correctly, so. Have I pronounced anything in my life correctly before? Spot Germans complaining about bread that's too soft in a bread aisle near you. Too soft? Like fairy bread? I don't really like hard bread. I want it to be a bit soft, but how could... Is this just a meme? Is this a stereotype? Do Germans actually care about it being too soft? I mean, I do trust Germans when it comes to the bakery. Every time I've ever been to a German bakery, it is world-renowned, okay? It is the best bakery I've ever been to in my life. Every single new one. They're amazing. I mean, even Aldi in Germany has like amazing baked goods compared to everywhere else. How to spot a Brit at the airport. It's 9 a.m. and they're in bars because the holiday starts at the airport. Who would disagree with that? The holiday does start at the airport. You're on your way to your destination. You've got to get on an airplane. You might as well get that little bit of inebriation in you to help that flight just go a bit more smoothly. Is that traditionally a British stereotype? Because for more, I just think that's, are you traveling? You're at the airport. Time to hit those alcohols back so you can actually enjoy the flight. Just sit back and be like, that's what I'm like when I drink. Basically, at every beach resort, the Germans wake up early, eat all the food, and reserve all the sun loungers before jumping in the pool the second it opens, robotically doing 6 lengths and then doing a regimented sunbathing routine. Meanwhile, the Brits stumble into breakfast at 10 a.m., then get sunburnt, whilst shouting across the pool and refusing to use anything other than English. I like the image of this German man just doing these 6 lengths and being like, ah, that was good, then laying down, getting the sunbathing routine done. And also, I wouldn't say it's British people's fault for refusing to use anything other than English. They probably don't know anything other than English, and that comes from me, an American, who also is trying, but I mostly know English. I can speak a bit, I can speak a bit of German, a bit of Spanish, but one day we'll be there one day. Spaniards have the puffy jackets because we blame the air conditioning for every single sickness, at least in the South. Every time I talk about air conditioning on this channel, there's a load of Europeans that are just like, air conditioning's horrible, it ruins your lungs, it's bad. Who are you? What are you doing here? Get out of here. Air conditioning is great, okay, it's lovely, but I like the image that the air conditioning is so good, you have to invest in jackets to cover it up. Just turn down the air conditioning. That's acceptable. You can still leave it on, just turn it down. 69 is a good number. But also, I'm genuinely curious, is this just a thing in South Spain, or are other countries also of the belief that air conditioning causes every single sickness? You know what, we should call up the WHO, okay? Not the band, the World Health Organization. Be like, yo, Corona, we found the cause, turn off the AC. Spain did it. They solved the problem. Spain's gonna be like, yo, Espanol already solved the problem. That joke didn't Deutschland, did it? Australia is like Britain Light. I did say that. Britain is Australialite, and America is cellulite. Well, boom, stop. We can settle this with a YouTube poll. By the way, very tragic times, but YouTube is getting rid of the poll feature. According to YouTube, only 0.3% of creators actually use it. So even though the 0.3% of users enjoy using it, and it seems fun, I think you guys seem to like polls, no one else does, so they're just getting rid of it. Remember video responses? They were like, not enough people use it, even though it has a good value. Nah. Just wish YouTube would like maybe talk to people before getting rid of things. Like, yeah, what do you guys think, you 0.3%? Do you really get that much out of it? And I could be like, yes, I enjoy it a lot.
Spanish people, we are so loud. It was a sarcastic joke, Evan, because we're always talking like yelling, but in a friendly and very affectionate way.
Sorry, I really didn't pick up on the joke. I guess the original person was saying that as a joke, the Spanish people are stealthy, when in reality, maybe other people outside of Spain don't really notice how loud and affectionately loud you guys speak. I wasn't kidding. I genuinely don't really hear that many Spanish people when I'm traveling, so maybe that's a stereotype that Spanish people have about themselves. But I honestly don't think that's a big thing. In fact, I'd say Italians are a bit louder, and Americans are definitely louder than Spaniards. Germans finding other Germans on vacation is like that Spider-Man meme. Ooh! The one about Italians whining because there's no Italian food is because many Italians believe Italian food is the best and won't even deign themselves to try anything foreign. It might be the best in all fairness. I found the Italian. Loving how Evan's videos are slowly turning into those channels that have bots read Reddit comments, except there's more puns and no British accent. I'm aware of those channels, but I find that it's just someone scraping the Reddit comments and putting it through a text-to-speech converter. There's no personality there, there's nothing, it's just verbatim. I could read that. I do read that, because I'm on Reddit enough. Most of those like viral ones I've already seen, because I saw it when I was on Reddit. What I'm hoping that I actually provide when I do these types of videos is a bit more than that, a bit more personality. Maybe. Actually, I do have another Reddit video coming up later in the week. Not that that's the only video I'm going to be making from now on. That's not the case. It's just that the other videos that I've been making, I want to polish a bit more before I actually start filming them. Making lots of content. Also, by the way, just wanted to say, not one of you commented on any of the last two videos saying that the focus was a bit soft. I appreciate that. I'm also slightly upset that not one person noticed because I was so upset about it. I actually had my settings a bit wrong, so instead of focusing on my eye, it was focusing on my chest, so my face was just a bit out of focus. No one noticed. I appreciate that. But then again, I've just realized that 70% of you, I rounded, it's actually 69% of you watch on a mobile device and don't actually have the capabilities to watch in 4K anyway. I like uploading in 4K because I watch my videos in 4K because it's like, wow! But if you're not, I just hope that it's even more stellar and the focus is better now. Just keep trying to make them better for the like 5% of people that watch in 4K. Welsh tourist.
Oh my God, no, we're not English.
Oh, that must be so rough. I feel like even like Scottish and Irish, they might get confused, especially by American tourists that are like, oh, are you Scottish? And it's like, not of the morning to ya, I'm Irish. Oh, God damn it. Scottish and Irish will get confused as not English still, but Welsh. Wales deserves better. Justice for Wales. Free Willy. This can't be just an American thing. You're right, wearing Vans is also a lesbian thing. I'm Lebanese, love my country. Well, this intro timer was lit. I genuinely lolled. Thank you. I left that in because I just wanted people to know how many times I freaking say the intro. I just like to have the intro start well, so that way I feel like the rest of the video will do well. So I just try and say it the way I want to say it. Get it right, whatever that may be. Also, I was kind of surprised there were no stereotypes about Russians, but then I realized it's probably because there's not a lot of us on Reddit. So here are some real ones. Moodiest faces in a crowd, drunk 24/7 in Turkey/Egypt, walking in packs with children who whine and speak Russian very loudly, and women wearing ridiculously high heels. I feel like there's a lot of Russians in my area, and they're always walking so quickly around. They must be in a, you know, Russian? No, but for real, they do wear a lot of high heels. I see a lot of high heels on when people are speaking Russian. Maybe it's a coincidence, maybe. They just like heels. But then again, it's not even just Russian women. I'm pretty sure I've seen a Russian man wearing them before, but hey, maybe he likes the extra height. Heel likes, just reacting to the title, when I was queued up for the London Eye, there was a group of 20-somethings in front of me, and I heard one of them say dude, and I knew they were from California. I asked, and I was right. That is a big stereotype that people from California say dude. A lot of people from California say dude. I say dude, dude. I say dude all the time. I used to say it more, but I'm from the complete opposite side of the US. I say got lucky. Question, do you guys say dude? I'd say it is American, and then even more so California. Good job, okay, fine. How to spot an Australian? All you have to do is start singing this song. Have you ever? As a French, Belgian are polite people, made me laugh a lot. Good one, Evan. Does that mean I'm finally not canceled in France? C'est bon. How to spot French tourists. Loud, speaking French, because our education in English and other languages kinda sucks. Don't know how to queue, and smokes a lot, probably rude. More like, don't know how to spell Q. Oh. Evan, you live in London. Here in the north, it rains. Trust me, the mank weather is something else. You could say the weather's pretty mank. Do you guys say mank? Meaning like manky, meaning like rank, meaning like ugh. Manchester weather. It's bad, supposedly. I just feel like maybe it's a fiction. People in the north are just pulling my leg, trying to be like, we're British, so we like to complain about the weather. And Evan thinks that it doesn't rain that much. We're just gonna be like, no, it rains a lot up here. I have heard it rains a lot more in Scotland. And I think I've never visited Scotland on a day that wasn't raining. So maybe you're right. I don't know. I need to go north more. The Dutch are the best at spotting German tourists. If we're at a beach and someone's digging a hole in the beach to put their towels in, we found the Deutsche. I don't get this meme. Why would you even put a towel in a hole? Why would you dig a hole? Just put the towel down. What is this claiming of the land thing? Is this some type of World War II joke? They dig in trenches? Whoa. It's pronounced Haiti. Patty, patty mayonnaise. How do you pronounce the little aigu? Oh, I don't know what that is, honestly. I'm just gonna keep saying pate until someone tells me how to say it right. How to spot a Spanish tourist. The lisp. Is that offensive? It's not that. I'm making a Spanish people. I'm learning Spanish. I can make this joke, right? I don't want to get canceled in Spain. No, please don't do it. No. And that's all you guys had to say. Thank you very much for watching today's community video. As usual, thank you very much for watching, and tell me what you think about this new series. We are getting so close to 1 million subscribers. Not quite, but we're on the way. That is the goal one day. So if you haven't subscribed yet, please help a brother out. Thank you very much for watching, and I will see you guys on Sunday for a new video. See you then. Goodbye. We did it. Did you know you could watch these videos right here? Wow. Look at them. Look at them go. They're great. I worked hard on them. I love you. Bye.